Ifesita, as she's as she's popularly known, is one of those strong voices in pharmacy. She's someone that is highly respected and has contributed immensely to the development of PSN YPG. So she's going to be taking us on the topic about active participation, professional politics, and reputation management. For those of us that are interested in stuff like that, not everybody will go into politics, that's right, but at least we need to be aware on how these things work. So I'm going to hand over to you, our moderator, to go ahead to do the honors of inviting, putting up our citation, and let her come up immediately.
Ifeoma Uzuh, popularly known as Ifesita, is a licensed medical pharmacist with extensive experience spanning clinical practice, pharmaceutical quality assurance, and regulatory affairs in Nigeria. She currently serves as a clinical pharmacist at EXA Clinic, Abuja, where she plays an active role in patient-centered care, medication management, and multidisciplinary clinical support. Prior to her current role, she worked as a quality assurance and regulatory affairs manager at Dossier and Dossier Pharmaceutical Nigeria Limited, where she was responsible for ensuring regulatory compliance, maintaining quality standards, and supporting safe pharmaceutical operations. Her career also includes several years of hands-on experience in community pharmacy practice. Ifeoma holds a Bachelor of Pharmacy Pharm degree from the University of Nigeria in Soka and completed her internship with the Pharmacists Council of Nigeria, PPN. She has also, through her service as a state coordinator with the PSN Young Pharmacist Group, contributing to professional development and advocacy within the pharmacy community. So with her interest in clinical research, healthcare quality improvement, regulatory science, and health policy, Ifeoma Uzuh continues to contribute meaningfully to improving healthcare delivery and pharmaceutical practice in Nigeria. So, hello, Pharm. You're welcome to the virtual stage.
Thank you very much, Sandra, for that wonderful introduction. Thank you, everyone. Good evening. It's a pleasure to be here. Ifeoma is my name, Felicita is my name, Ifesita is my name, Gemma is also my name. It's a good thing that I have a lot of names, although I'm known more by everybody in the pharmacy circle as Ifesita. So thank you so much for having me. Thanks for the honor to Pharm. When you reached out to me to talk in this session, I was pleased, and I'm just coming in from a trip and I'm a bit exhausted. I have to get to work in the next 1 hour. So thank you for also obliging when I requested that my session be moved up. Okay, so I'll be talking to us about maximizing your internship journey, the value of active participation, professional politics, and reputation management. I'm not going to bore us or give us textbook approach to this. So I'm going to start this session by asking, for those of us that are students, how many of us are active in PANS? Oh, the Pharmaceutical Association of Nigerian Students. Okay, I can see Comfort. Okay. So it's not the only student? Okay, Sandra too, our Master of Ceremony or Mistress of Ceremony. Okay. So then for those of us that are young, fresh graduates, how many of us are active or have indicated interest in joining the PSN YPG? Okay, so I wouldn't ask that because of the fact that PSN YPG is under suspension, dissolution, or whatever the name might be. Let me start my internship journey by saying my opportunity to intern at the Pharmacists Council of Nigeria, currently the Pharmacy Council of Nigeria, PCN, came from my participation in PANS. When I joined the University of Nigeria in 2012, I had an orientation of allowing school to pass through me as I passed through school and participating in things that will put my profession, my chosen path, in a good light, and networking. A lot of our speakers have talked about networking, the importance of interprofessional relationship, intraprofessional relationship too, and the reason why it is important that you network. Okay. My internship, I got the opportunity to intern with the Pharmacy Council of Nigeria based on the connection of a one-time PANS president at the University of Benin, from Sam Lena. That is what I have always known him as. And when I was interested in doing internship, it's very good for you to identify what you want to do and the area that you want to practice early. Okay, I've always been interested in interning at Pharmacy Council of Nigeria because I know that it was going to give me the opportunity to have experience in different sectors of pharmacy. When I was interning, I was the SUG, the Care Union Movement, which is just clips of ladies participating in school politics. But the University of Nigeria was a bit different because the SUG was suspended at a point and it was revived at a point. So there was room for everybody to participate and play their part. But men were more in politics. Okay, so I learned at a very early stage how to relate with people at political level and make the most of every connection that I get. I don't know if you are following my conversation. So when we were inducted in August, because I was very active in PANS, I attended a lot of conferences. Meduguri they hosted us in Abuja because of the security situation of the country. After that time, the conference went to the University of Nigeria. I was there. It went to Agulu in University in Oka with the pharmacy campus at Agulu. I was there. After the time the conference went to Ife, I've already graduated, but I wanted to go to Ife. I really wanted to go to Ife because the conference at Ife was shifted, was supposed to be holding at the University of Ife, that's the Bafemi Awolowo University, before my graduation. But unfortunately, due to some situations in the country, it was shifted till October. And I think that is the current cycle that is running. So conferences are now holding between October and November. Am I correct? Sandra?
Yes, you're correct, ma. We can hear you. We are here with you.
Okay. So thank you very much. So I went to Ife. So in these conferences, because I understood the importance of participating in professional politics, I was able to meet a lot of people. It would interest you to know that a lot of people don't know the school I graduated from. A lot of people think I graduated from Mandanfodio University because I have connections there. So many others think I graduated from University of Benin, others from Nnamdi Azikiwe University, and all that. In fact, people really think I graduated from UNN. It is only the students of the schools that people think I am that know that I'm not your student. I have already told you the reason why I wanted to participate in, I wanted to do my internship at the Pharmacy Council, because at Pharmacy Council, you have the opportunity of interning, gaining regulatory experience, right? Having community pharmacy experience, having hospital experience. Now, the only experience that is removed is that of academia and industrial pharmacy practice. But if you understand the regulatory, requirements to practice pharmacy in any front, you will definitely have an idea of what goes on in that space. Okay. During my induction, a lot of people were celebrating with me and celebrating me, and this pharmacist learner, he was wondering, who is this person that everybody seems to know? And some people were like, that she's a very active fan site. She was here. She's always interested in anything pharmacy. Anywhere you hear of pharmacy, whether it's IPSF, whether it is PAN, she's always there wanting to contribute a part. And he requested for my number from a friend of mine who sent my number to him. And he reached out to me and he asked me some questions. I said he was really intrigued because he understood that a lot of women are not active in professional politics. Women play more role as technocrats than politicians. And he was impressed. He wished me the very best. And he asked me where do I intend to intern. I told him I want to intern at PCN. He was like, is that the only place? I told him yes. So he sent me a number of somebody at council, not mention names. I should reach out to him and tell him my intentions. And but before I do that, you have to keep politics, because politics is very important. Do not just reach out to somebody and say, "Sir, please help me. I'm looking for internship." Especially somebody that you have never spoken with. So when I reached out to him, I told him I was just calling to thank him for coming to induct us. Okay, it was also interesting to know that I had to stay at home for a year with myself because we had some incidents in school, and our accreditation was withdrawn by PCN until the school fixes the lab that got burnt and all that. So I had to leverage on that to thank him and thank him for finding us worthy of being inducted in the long run, because the insisted lab was not yet ready even when we were inducted. Building that relationship made it possible for me to reach out to him when all for interns started, and I was taken in the long run. Participation in professional politics has given me something. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. Participating in professional politics, even at the level of PANS, gifted me an internship place, my desired internship placement. Okay? And I was joined. And because of that, I decided that I was really going to continue interprofessional politics. This is extra-professional politics, actually, at PSN YPG level. In 2017, when YPG was still, it was still young, even as an associate member then, because I was still in final year, 2016, 2017, I was really interested in seeing that PSN YPG grew, okay? And when the Gen S schools, how do I put it now? When there was call for payment of dues, then it was just 1,000 naira. I was wondering, 1,000 naira. I know I can pay this even if I'm not a full-fledged member, and I've been paying my dues. So what I'm saying in essence is participating in YPG politics, beyond what I have gained so far from PSN YPG politics, I have also been able to contribute my quota in what I believe will move the profession forward. Another importance of participating in professional politics, I have a lot of friends, people that I know, and you would agree with me, for those of us that have already actively started applying for internship, that you might be in Sokoto and there's an internship opportunity in Lagos and you want to participate, you want to try out to see if you will be taken or if you will get that internship place. And if you want to attend internship interview, you need accommodation. You need somebody that will guide you, that will direct you to the location of the interview, right? So with that networking opportunity that participating in politics, I could help not just myself, but people around me. There are lots of people that I met in the course of participating in PAN's politics that were able to help not just me, but people that I recommended to them, because they understood that we are all in this together. Do you understand? We're all in this together. And helping somebody that you are an intern somewhere already, guiding somebody through the process of applying for internship in your facility, accommodating them, and helping them follow up to see if they will be lucky. A lot of people had that opportunity because they had someone there. They had someone in that facility that could accommodate them. Okay, so there are a lot of benefits that you can get from participating in professional politics. Now, as we advance in practice, you see that beyond getting internship placement, I know that the scope of this conversation is internship experience. Now, I do not want to deviate a lot from the benefits of participating in professional politics. So, whatever set out to do in politics, be it secular politics or professional politics, it is very important that you build a reputation that is top-notch. Somebody that people can vouch for, somebody that people can listen to. It's one of the most important things that can help you in the long run. It's not an Herculean task, okay? It can be being true to whatever. If you say you want to serve PANS as a treasurer, you shouldn't be somebody that wants to embezzle fund of the association. If you say you want to participate in PSN YPG, hopefully when it's reinstated, you should have plans that you want to implement that will be for the good of the members and of PSN YPG. If you say you want to participate in apps, or apps is Association of Lady Pharmacy, ACPN, you should be true to yourself so that you have a reputation that cannot be tarnished. Because one thing is, when your reputation, when you are known for a very good reputation, people always want to pay for something, always want to speak for you even when you are not present. I don't know if you're following me. I participate not just in PSN YPG. Currently, I'm the secretary of. It has helped me a lot. When I was PSN YPG coordinator for FCT in 2021, I had a lot of relationship with people that are in different aspects of pharmacy, academia, industrial pharmacy. We have very few industries here, so mainly the industries that we have in the FCT are mainly importation businesses. The ACPN, like Association of Community Pharmacists of Nigeria, happen, and I also want to know that because of those relationships that I've built and the reputation that I have tried to maintain over the years, I could help a lot of people to get internship placement in places that they are interested in. Now, let me go to one of the ways that you can build a very good reputation for yourself before I finalize with one of the impacts of participating in professional politics, one of the impact that it did currently for me, because I've told you what participating in PSN YPG and participating in PANS helped me achieve. Okay, we are Africans. I don't know if there's any foreign national here. If you are a foreign national, you can use one of your emojis to indicate. And Africans are very big on respect. We are very big on that. And so when you are applying for internship placement, beyond applying for internship opportunities, you have to be respectful. I'm not going to take out the fact that sometimes some people will not like you based on perception, but it is your responsibility, it is your personal responsibility to ensure that people do not associate a particular reputation to you. Okay? So you should be willing to learn the rudiments of wherever you are posted to, how to work there. For instance, in PCN has a lot of departments. PCN has inspection and monitoring department, enforcement. Current enforcement was not there when I was interning. So you're expected to pass through all these departments before even proceeding to community practice. Now, when I was sent to community practice, this is a private business. So you should be able to learn, if you are interning in a community environment, about the software that is used, their SOPs, what's expected of you to do as an intern, so that you will not have issues with your preceptor or your supervisor at that parastatal. In the hospital is a very formal setting. I know a lot of us would get the opportunity of interning in hospital than any other section of the country. And with the issues that happened with civil service in 2021, I really don't know what it is. But regardless, people will have options of interning in hospitals than in very formal setting where there are hierarchies and a channel of communication and all that. So one of the ways to build your reputation is being willing and ready to respect constituted authorities at whatever stage, knowing how to air your grievances, knowing when to come in, being open to learning everything that you can learn, because in practice somebody needs to come and teach you again. So that is your only opportunity of learning. I don't know if I'm understood here. So understand that there is a difference between when you are interning with a private facility, because most private facilities are for profit. They are not there not to make profit. They are there to make profit. Okay. And when you are working in government, learn everything you can. I will also tell you that most of the help that a lot of people think I still work with PCN, the information I have passed on to anybody, I learned it over 7 years ago when I was still an intern, and it's still helpful to me and people that are around me and people that reach out to me. Okay, so when you want to intern, make a plan of where you want to intern, the experience you want to get, okay, and how you can go about achieving that. However, do not be very strict on yourself that if I don't get this place, I will not intern, because you might end up staying at home for a very long time. There are not a lot of internship opportunities currently, but there are a lot of pharmacists that are looking for internships. Okay, so that will be it on reputation building. So learn how to obey constituted authorities, be willing to learn, be open to relating with people, and taking corrections where you err, and contributing to the body of knowledge of where you are interning politely. Okay, so my final story on my internship experience is this. In my professional politics experience in 2024, I had an issue, and because I have always been active in PSN politics, PSN, ARPS, ACPN, and everywhere that I have been, I was able to reach out. I had an issue with NDLEA, where some of my medications for one hospital that I was working with at that time ordered, they were seized. They were controlled medication. They were Schedule 1 drugs. And having worked in the regulatory sector, I understand that you are ideally supposed to get Schedule 1 narcotics. The PSN chairman of FCT was able to, direct somebody to help me with all the movements associated with, resolving that issues. Because I was saying, I don't know if you heard me when I said Schedule 1 narcotics are ideally not gotten from the open drug market or even from wholesalers. They are supposed to come directly from the federal government through the central medical store. Okay. And because I have always been active in PSN, I've always been active in PSN YPH. I've always been active in apps. I've always been active in ACPN when I was there. I was active in Happen when I was there. And everywhere I just want to participate and play my part to see that pharmacy profession is better. And help came my way. One of the owners of the biggest pharmacies in the FCT was, reached out to help, facilitate the release of those items. And it was released in the long run. If I wasn't participating in those activities, whether at political level or at just a followership level, I don't think I would have been able to benefit from that goodwill. Does anybody here think that I would have gotten that goodwill if I wasn't participating? So I hope with these few stories that I have shared with us today, we have been able to understand the importance of participating, active participation. And you can participate actively either by holding leadership positions or actively following and contributing your quota by doing things that will make the profession to grow. I just hope that in another session, when if I'm called upon, we can talk about how we can help our profession to grow. But let me just keep it in that it is doing us professional disservice when we as young people, we just graduated and somebody, let me use a pidgin language, somebody now bubbles us into front end, which is unethical, or register and go, which is also unethical. Okay, so but if you participate actively in the professional policy of pharmacy in Nigeria, you'll be able to understand the reasons why those things are unethical and why you shouldn't do them at all. So I wish that in other opportunities I'll be called upon and I can share more insights with people. So for those of us that are still looking for internship placements, do not be discouraged. Just be very assertive with what you want and pursue them. Do not be shy to approach anybody. One of my friends will say the only thing anybody can tell you at this stage is no, I cannot help you. So if I have said, I don't know this person, no, let me just stay on my lane, I would not have gotten the help that I needed. So when you see something and you see an opportunity that you need or you want, you approach the person, but do that politely and see how help can come. And by the grace of God, you will get the help you need for your internship placement, for your PPA placement, and all that you need to thrive in this pharmacy. So thank you very much once again for giving me your listening ears, and I hope I've been able to impact you today. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ma, for coming. We are so grateful that you're here. Thank you so much. Do you have any questions? At least we could entertain one question before we move on. Long before I even got involved in YPG, I had heard a lot about you. It's funny how you're not like a national ESCO, but everybody, like, it's like decisions can be made without the stakeholder of stakeholders being consulted. And I'm so glad. Even me, I've gleaned a lot from this session. Thank you so much, Ma. And that brings us to the end of this session. Thank you very much, Ma, for coming to share with us. And definitely in subsequent, in near future, we'll definitely reach out to you again. Thank you so much, Ma, for gracing us with your presence. Thank you.